Welcome back this afternoon. Groundbreaking research that could potentially change the way we treat pediatric cancer. Texans for Stem Cell Research is excited to announce a new clinical trial. And joining me today is David Bales. He's the chairman of the organization to talk about what's called immune-based therapies. And this is different from the traditional chemo or radiation.
Yes, Brian. Dr. Will Decker, who had been at MD Anderson for 9 years and is at Baylor College of Medicine, just received the first patent for the United States. It's called T-cell immunology, and the simple way of putting it is they circle the tumor with T-cells, and through his science, turn the cancer against itself. So instead of going out and killing good cells, it kills bad cells.
And the way we kind of related it, it's like locking all the bad cells in a room together and just letting them kill off each other.
Yeah, make them kill themselves.
And there's nowhere else to go. So what's the timeline? This is for clinical trials, right?
Yes, it's really important for FDA clinically approved trials. Many times people that are sick are going outside of the country to get unproven therapies. We think it's very important to use the FDA for clinical trials that have been approved. And so one of our other doctors, Dr. Ratan Barjois, Phoenix Children's Hospital, is a pediatric neurosurgeon. So we are attempting to raise $1.1 million for 10 children that have brain tumors. So far, we've raised about $350,000, and our goal is by sometime in 2015 to raise enough money to start these trials.
So $350,000 there, 1.1 to help 10 children currently with
Yes, unfortunately, science is very expensive in clinical trials, but, you know, it's well worth it. And, you know, a lot of children that are diagnosed with brain tumors, they lose their intellectual capacity. And if you've had somebody that you've lost to cancer, you know that the chemo and radiation are sometimes as bad or worse than the cancer itself. So this would take chemo and radiation totally out of the picture. So
would the side effects be as severe with the T-cell immunology?
No, because you wouldn't have any of the effects of chemo and radiation. So they've actually cured it in mice and they've cured it in dogs. And so for them to have the first patent to be approved for clinical trials for children is pretty much groundbreaking. We're so happy to support it.
So from trials to where it becomes a common practice, how long can that process take?
You know, the more money we raise, the sooner, the better. But, you know, 5 to 7 years possibly. Phase 1 clinical trials take a year. Phase 2 would be 100 children, maybe another year. So, you know, we wanted to make it happen sooner rather than later.
Well, there is a fundraising effort going on, what, tomorrow night?
Yes, sir. We have it called Swinging and Singing for Cures. We tee off tomorrow, 1 o'clock shotgun at Avery Ranch Golf Course. We welcome everybody to come out. We've got some Longhorn legends like Steve McMichael and Johnny Lamb Jones, who's also a bone cancer survivor. Afterwards, we go to The Roost, which is a new live music venue in North Austin, where Patricia Vaughn, a wonderful local Hispanic singer who has a great cultural show, and Malford Milligan's going to be playing, and he's a Otis Redding, Al Green type, and a local legend. And so we've got wonderful food that my friends are barbecuing. Brio and Cover 2 are donating food. It's a come one, come all for a great cause, and we're inviting everybody to come join us.
It should be a lot of fun for a great cause. It should be a great day for golf tomorrow, too, which is good news for you guys.
And if you want to join us, go to txstemcell.org, or you're welcome to call me at 512-797-2703. That's a promo. And I also want to say hello to my lovely grandma. I love you, Grandma.
David Bales, Texans for Stem Cell Research. Again, the new process is called T-cell immunology that's now in clinical trials, and they're looking to help 10 patients with pediatric brain cancer.
Yeah, and the doctors will be there all day tomorrow, so if you've lost someone to cancer or you know someone that's suffering through the effects of cancer, they're wonderful people, Dr. Will Decker and Ratan Barjois, and they'll visit with them as long as they'd like.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it.
All right. We'll be right back.